everyone. Welcome back to the channel Beyond RCM Revenue Cycle Management. I'm your girl, Coach Tiff, your favorite healthcare expert with over 25 years of experience working in the healthcare industry. And I am so excited to bring you this video today. So I've been hinting at the fact that we are going to start delving into a topic that is very prevalent in the healthcare industry right now. And that topic is AI. Yes, artificial intelligence. We're going to be tackling how this technology is reshaping the healthcare industry over the next couple weeks and months. We are going to be talking about what this shift means for healthcare professionals like medical billers, medical coders, auditors, CDI specialists, individuals looking to break into the industry. We're also going to look at some of the implications of this technology. Are we going to see mass layoffs like we're seeing in many other industries right now? Are we going to see a decline in offshore work as a result of this technology being integrated in many healthcare organizations? There is much to talk about. And I've been wanting to really start delving into this topic for quite some time. But before I do, and before I get into today's discussion, if this is the first time you're hanging out with us, thank you so much for joining us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So as we bring you this important information, you will be one of the first people to know. So I really wanted to put thought and emphasis into any conversation that we began having around AI, because there's a lot of AI noise across many industries right now, right? You have many of the tech bros that are just pushing the product, trying to raise money for their platforms and their valuations, talking about the billions of dollars that are going to be saved in the long run. And you also have a lot of fear from consumers and individuals who are feeling like they're going to be replaced by this technology. Is it even worthwhile to pursue certain professions as a result of this technology? And I really wanted to approach this discussion in a very honest and ethical way. And I wanted to make sure when we introduce conversations concerning artificial intelligence that we were going to do it with the right perspective. We're going to talk about the good. We're going to talk about the not so great. We're going to talk about the ugly, right? And as we approach this topic on the channel, I promise to do what I always do, which is keep it 100, give you my professional opinion on things are looking as it pertains to a specific subject matter, and try to help you, the viewer, make the best decision possible. So in my commitment to make sure that I have ethical conversations around AI, I've started doing something this year, and I've been doing it for quite some time. And I have been doing virtual and in-person seminars across the United States with AAPC chapters. And we are talking about this year AI and the dinosaur, staying relevant in the face of automation. And it's very important, if we're going to introduce a conversation about artificial intelligence to healthcare professionals, that we start from the ground and work our way up. And the reality is, every time I have this particular speaking engagement and I connect with my colleagues across the United States and beyond, one thing is clear. We have a lot of people who understand that this technology is here and they are refusing to engage. We have a lot of people who are maybe casually engaging and not realizing how much this technology can really help them level up their efficiency. And then you have the people who are very into this technology. They want to get their hands on something new every time it comes around, and they're very engaged, right? And this channel is going to aim to try to accommodate our individuals who have no experience with AI, but they understand the technology is here. It's in the healthcare space, and they kind of need to figure out where to begin. We're going to be gearing our conversations towards those individuals who are maybe using it on occasion, but not really using it. And then I also want to tap into my individuals who are using it on a regular basis, because I am someone who started out in this industry. This is going to be my 28th year in this industry. And I too started out very skeptical about artificial intelligence 2 years ago and what it could actually accomplish and what it could do ethically in the healthcare industry. And 2 years later, I have definitely seen the benefits of this technology every day in my work life. But I also see the things that are problematic and that I have to pay attention to as a leader. And I talk about a lot of those things in these seminars that I'm doing across the US. So if you are an HIMA or AAPC member and you are interested in plugging into one of my upcoming speaking engagements on AI and the dinosaur, staying relevant in the face of automation, I want you to comment virtual in the comment section and someone will get back to you with the upcoming dates and times of my next presentation. The reason I'm so excited to bring this topic and start having this discussion is every time I put out any type of communication or curiosity or feelers about different things concerning artificial intelligence, the feedback that I get from my community, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on YouTube, it's tremendous. People are very much interested in having this discussion, but they don't want to hear all of like the crazy talk. They don't want to feel like they're going to be replaced by this technology. So my goal is to create a space where we can have these conversations, we can ask the thought-provoking questions, and we can try to learn and wrap our arms around this technology as much as possible. In fact, recently I put up a post on LinkedIn, which I'm going to pop right here, where basically I took a screenshot of someone else's caption where they were kind of like making fun of CEOs, and companies who want to just fire everybody because of AI, but they're not understanding if you fire most of the population and they don't work, who's going to support your economy? Let's not get it twisted, people. America is a capitalist society. You need consumers in order for capitalism to thrive. So I thought that this post that was put up was very thought-provoking because it was very true. While all of these companies are scaling back, and we see it in the news and we hear it in the news all the time, while all of these companies are scaling back and laying off people like crazy, what's going to happen when you no longer have consumers to buy your product? And just putting up that let's discuss post drove phenomenal. Like it was insane how many people were commenting, how many people were reposting. So this is a conversation that people are very much interested in having. The other thing about it is there's also a lot of ethical implications involved in AI, right? We're hearing it in the news all the time. Data centers that are popping up in different parts of the country and driving up people's utility bills. What's up with that? Not only are we paying for the AI service through our monthly subscriptions, etc., but now our utility bills are going up. So that lets us know that because this technology is accelerating at such a rapid pace, and unfortunately, our local, state, and federal governments are not catching up with the pace of this technology, that there are some serious concerns. And let me tell you, in healthcare, it is no different. There are many serious concerns about the ethical use of AI adoption. And our goal is to talk about how do we use AI in an ethical way? How do we deploy this technology and leverage it effectively? How do we create a culture where we are preparing individuals to learn to work with this technology? There is a saying that goes, AI will not cause you to lose your job, but someone using AI might. And what that means is there are many roles that are going to be evolving. It's going to be changing. The things that we're used to doing, it may become obsolete due to automation. So how do we grow? How do we evolve? So as the technology evolves and grows, we can evolve and grow with the technology. And one of the important points that I drive home when I do AI and the dinosaur, staying relevant in the age of automation, which I'm doing across AAPC chapters this year, comment virtual in the comment section if you want my upcoming schedule, is I am trying to empower healthcare professionals to understand that you need not be scared of this technology, because in healthcare, one thing we know is healthcare is always changing. This industry has changed so many times in my almost 28 years of working in the industry. The change is constant. It's like, okay, I'm at the point where, okay, what's the new change? That's the change. That's what we're doing. All right, let's get prepared for it. But I was not always that way. I was someone that didn't like change. HIPAA got ushered in. I thought HIPAA was a pain in the neck. When ICD-10 got ushered in, I didn't want anything to do with it. When EMRs got ushered in, I'm like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna move from paper charts to EMRs? But we did it. We showed that we could do hard things. So AI is no different. And my goal with connecting with individuals is letting them know that I'm no different than you. I'm someone that I prefer, consistency and repetition, but that's not the industry we work in, and I have to be agile. And if I can be agile as someone who maybe by the numbers would be considered a dinosaur in this industry, but just by the numbers, if I'm someone that can do it, then you can do it also. We have enough people in the room that remember the AOL dial-up phase when the internet first came out and you got the little CDs. You got the little CDs in the mail and you had to put it in and you heard the that is actually the phase that we're at with artificial intelligence, right? We are at the AOL dial-up phase.